Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to kind of give you guys a more in-depth, uh, not a tutorial, but basically the process I took to do this balloon install. So this is just me the day before putting these panels together. Now, if you have ever worked with these shimmer wall panels, you know they can kind of be a pain in the butt, depending on the kind that you have. And I purchased some that was, let's just say, on the not so good quality. And I wouldn't buy these particular brand panels again. Well, I wouldn't buy them from the place that I bought them from because I really don't know the brand. When I bought them, they just came in a box. It didn't have a name or nothing, but yeah, I end up having to use zip ties just to make sure it was sturdy and secure, because just using the little clip method, those things was not staying for me. Like, they kept coming out, so I was like, nah, I'm about to just go ahead and put zip ties on these just to make sure it's nice and secure. And that actually worked in the end, because if I didn't use them zip ties, them things would have been coming apart at the event. So the next day, really the day of the event, I started blowing up the balloons, which was fine. But typically my method, I like to blow the balloons up the day before just to go ahead and get it out the way and blow up any extra balloons that I may need. But this wasn't that big of an install, so it was cool for me to go ahead and blow them up the same day. As you can see behind me, I went ahead and kind of pre-set up the shimmer wall because I wanted to get my eye on how it would look with the zip ties on it. So we found that you can see the zip ties, so we kind of had to play with it just to kind of hide the zip ties. And you'll see how we kind of masked the zip ties because you couldn't see them at all, for one, because they was black and the shimmer wall was black. But yeah, I wanted to go ahead and get that set up just so we wasn't fumbling at the event space. And that shimmer wall that I prepped for was a 7x4, so 7 rows down, going across was 4 panels, so 7x4. And that was the size of that panel. And then the colors were silver, white, and black. That's what the client wanted. So once we got to the venue, we started setting up immediately. And as you can see, putting those panels on the backdrop bar ahead of time saved us plenty of time. And then we just came in and put the second piece in. So the only thing we really had to do was just adjust like the little pieces on the shimmer wall just to make sure they were facing the right way, and then just to make sure you couldn't see the zip ties poking out. I would recommend using those smaller zip ties, because all I had on hand was the like medium size zip ties, which wasn't too bad, but I think the smaller zip ties would work best when it comes to attaching those shimmer panels together. And then the only thing we had to do, like I said, was secure the panels to that left side I purposely left all that space on the right side because that's the side where the balloons are going to go, and I didn't want to have half of the wall hidden by the balloons. So that was a tip that I learned. And then we just made sure to adjust the backdrop to where the panels were touching the floor. And then this is the part where I was talking about where we kind of masked like the, if you will, imperfections of the shimmer wall. We used that tablecloth, that black tablecloth, to put behind it. For one, it made it to where the shimmer wall wasn't so sheer, because it just, to me, it doesn't look right where you can see through the shimmer wall. So putting that tablecloth right behind it, it just, to me, it makes it pop. Now onto the balloons. Now, if y'all couldn't tell by now, I am pregnant. So I was like about 24 weeks pregnant in this video. So when I started doing the base of the balloon garland, normally I would get down there and, you know, I tie the balloons and get the forming my garland from the bottom and tying it up from the bottom and working my way up. But since I was pregnant, or I am pregnant, I should say, I kind of started with the garland, kind of tying them in my hand. I think I did like a few clusters, and then I started tying it. And then I just worked my way up and across. Now I did want to kind of extend the garland going out a little bit more, but I was pressing for time, for one, because I was trying to put myself on a time frame. I didn't want to take too long with putting this garland together, because y'all will see by the time I get done, it's nighttime. We was done within like an hour and a half. It really didn't take us that long. But I wanted to give myself a certain time frame to be done. So instead of me extending it further out on the floor, I just went ahead and stopped basically at the length of the backdrop, and then I just went back in and fluffed it. As you can see, that's what I'm doing now. Basically just taking my time, stepping back and seeing where I can add more balloons. And then the client, she wanted these starburst balloons, and I went ahead and added those in as well. I think it gave it a nice pop, actually. It was very, very cute. Now them black ones, honey, them black ones, them things kept popping. I don't know if that was the brand that I bought, but them black ones, they kept popping left and right. But you'll see I was able to still manage to use them, because it come with like 12 of those little pointy things. I don't know the technical term for it. It come with like 12, but even though some of them popped, I still was able to use it, and it blended in just fine. But I'm just doing the finishing touches at this point. Like I said, I gave myself a certain time to be done, so I didn't use all of the balloons that I blew up. I normally always over do it when I inflate balloons, just because I don't want to get to a venue and I run out of balloons. So it worked out just fine. I actually was going to blow more balloons up, but I really didn't have to, because this was a simple install. It didn't really require too many balloons. But overall, the client was happy and it came out really good. But I'm gonna stop talking because we're pretty much at the end of everything. If y'all have any questions, please leave comments down below. Y'all know I just started my business, so even though I know what I'm doing, I'm still learning. And if you have any tips for me, you in this business, you have any tips for me, don't hesitate to leave them down below. I'll be glad to take on any tips that you might see that I can benefit from. But anyway, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed, and like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll check y'all later. Peace.